Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Foxandroid. So in this video we're gonna learn how to make fragments, what are fragments, how to use them, where to use them, all about fragments we're gonna learn in this video. This is gonna be a 2-3 videos series, right? So we're gonna learn thoroughly about fragments, right? So because the fragments are getting popular day by day, right? This is the new way of developing apps. So being a developer, we need to know what are fragments, right? How to implement them into our Android application. So there's a lot of stuff about fragments which we'll be discussing in the upcoming 2-3 videos, right? So in today's video I'll just be explaining about the fragments, right? I'll be telling you where they are implemented in the real life apps, right? I'll show you those apps, and the basic theory about fragments we'll be discussing in this video. The practical thing we'll be doing in the next video. So if you already know about fragments, you can skip this video. But if you're newbie or a beginner to fragments, you haven't implemented or you haven't even heard, you just have heard about it, so this is the video which can just give you a brief idea, right, that what is fragment and how to implement it. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon so you receive the notification of the upcoming videos, right? And by the end of the video, if you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. So the very first thing is, the question that arises is, what is fragments, right? So I've just drawn something. So for example, we have to display three different types of things in our application, right? So let me take the example of any app like WhatsApp, right? In WhatsApp we have chat section, call section, and the contact section, right? So the basic idea is, we have a fixed top view and the bottom view, but we want to change a particular area of the activity. So here you can see, if I show you here, so this explains the basic idea, right? So what is the way, being a developer, if I tell you to implement this thing, how will you do it? The very first method is, you'll make three activities, right? You will make three activities, you will write the backend code for the three activities, and once the user presses the button, you will switch between those activities and do the task. Though this is the conventional method which every developer gonna do it who has the basic knowledge of Android development, right? So this is the very first thing that comes to our mind, that okay, we need to do three things, we'll make three activities, we'll design them, we'll write down the backend code, and done, we are done with it, right? But in 2017 or 18, what Google suggested in Google I/O 2018, I guess it was, in the developer meet, they introduced the idea of fragments. They said, if you have a fixed space, right, at the top or the bottom at the center, and you just want to switch around a certain area, you want to, for example, this is the 80% of the area of the activity, right? So if I talk about this is about the 80% area, yeah, 70 to 80%, right? So if you want to make a certain area as a variable area, so you want to switch this area, so what you can do is, you can make different fragments, right, and you can implement those into a single activity. So if you look at this way, fragment method I've shown here, this method, this is, all these three are a single activity. So we have a one activity, for example we call it a main activity, right? So what we have done is, we have implement fragment view within activity, right? So what we'll do is, once the user presses a button or swipes left or right, what will happen is, it will switch between the fragments, the very first fragment, second fragment, and we'll design all those fragments, right? So this is the modern and the best way of doing it. So let me go to this. I'll just show you one more thing. If we go to this Google developer official site, so here you can see I have recently made a video on this responsive layout where I have told you how to make a responsive layout, right? So the very first benefit of doing it is, if you are designing you have to design your app for tablet and the Android device, right? In that video I have told you that when you are implementing, you are doing a design for the larger screen, then you can implement fragments and do a modification in the layout of the activity according to different sizes of the device, right? So if here you can see there is a large screen, right? So this area with the green color is fragment UI. That means you can implement two fragments, three fragments within this activity, right? And this is the navigation UI. And here you can see we have implemented just one fragment and a bottom nav. So this is how we do it. So for example, you have made four fragments, right? They have their own life cycle and all the, you can consider it as a mini activity which have all the, you can write the backend code which has a life cycle, all those stuff is there. But what is the difference is you can implement the fragment within a activity. So you have to implement a fragment within an activity. So now let me show you a practical example of how the fragments are implemented into the day-to-day lives. So if you can see on my mobile screen, I have this Instagram opened, right? So if I click on this search button, so we go to the other screen. It seems like we have switched between the screens, but we have not. We have just changed the fragment, the center area of the activity. So if I click on this hearts, that means notifications, again we have gone to other fragment. If I click on my profile, we have switched between the fragments, right? So if you can see my WhatsApp, so there is this chat section. So if I swipe left, I go to status. If I swipe left again, I go to calls. I swipe back to status and chats. So these are three different fragments that I'm navigating through, right? I'm going to the second fragment and I'm going to third and back to first fragment, right? So here you can see that even the most used apps, the modern apps, is having fragments being implemented into their Android application, right? So I hope you got the gist of it. You know what are fragments, right? Just to make a brief conclusion, right? So a fragment is an area in an activity which can be changed, right? So if you make 8 fragments, you can switch those fragments within a single activity. So the basic idea of implementing a fragment is to reduce the number of activities. And the second thing is, for example, you have a single fragment and you want to use it into 8 different activities. For example, you want to do that, right? So you need to make a one fragment and you can implement same fragment into the 8 different activities. So what it will do is it will reduce your development time. You need not to write that code to 8 different activities. You need not to design the same thing into 8 different activities, right? So fragment in a way is can be reduced as a function. So you write the code once, wherever you need it you call that function, use it, and that is it. So fragment in a way can be called a function that we write in Java or any language, right? So fragment is just like a function which can be used in a different activities, right? So I hope now you understood the fragment thing. I tried to explain it in the best method possible from my side, right? So I expect that you understood it. So if you understood what is fragment and where all they are used, right? So do let me know in the comment sections that if you understood, please comment that yes, you understood fragments, right? In case you have any doubt, I'll be more than happy to help you guys, right? Make sure to ask the doubts in the comment section, or you can DM me on Instagram. The Instagram username will be there on your screen right now, right? And if you understood it, make sure to hit that thumbs up button so that this video could reach to more people like you who want to learn this thing. And in the next video we're gonna learn how to implement fragments into our Android application, right? So that was it for today's video. If you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon so you can receive the notification for the upcoming videos, right? So that was it for today's video. See you in another video. Bye.